school on Friday, but this time with a much different approach. Elementary and middle schoolers will be going back first, and then high school and everybody else will follow on Monday. The school district says they are going to be implementing changes, including the first ever bus tracking app that's going to be available to staff and parents. WHAS 11's Grace McKenna is here now. She's been looking into that app and found a nearby district already using a similar system. So what are their reviews, Grace?
Well, you know, Doug, I talked to Greater Clarks County schools, but also to Charlotte Mecklenburg schools out in North Carolina. They represent about 140,000 students. Those two districts use different apps, but both have been helpful in providing real-time information for parents and, more importantly, a sense of security. At the heart of JCPS's bus disaster, parents fear not knowing where their kids were.
And that is unfair to the parents of this community. That is being corrected.
Now we've learned JCPS will roll out a tracking partnership with T-Mobile software and Edulog for an app. According to Edulog's website, the company serves districts as large as 1.8 million students. We wanted to know how other districts are using apps and tracking to smooth out transportation troubles. Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools in North Carolina has used Here Comes the Bus for about 6 years.
Our parents and students and public wanted that additional ability to find out where that bus was at on a minute-to-minute, second-to-second basis.
The district says there is a learning curve. It takes time to make sure manual changes are added to the app.
Biggest thing that you can do is make sure that the plan that you operate is in the software and that the drivers operate the plan that's put in place.
Closer to home in Greater Clark County, Daniel Border's team uses Ride 360, which he calls a benefit, not just for parents, but drivers too.
We tell our drivers all the time, when you look in that rearview mirror, you know, don't look at it as 30, 40, 50 kids. I mean, that's representing 30, 40, 50 worlds.
The transition wasn't seamless. Border said at first GCCS had separate providers for bus GPS systems and the app. Similarly to Charlotte, those are now consolidated.
You've got to vet the system. You've got to vet the provider. You've got to vet the units because everything has to work seamlessly.
It's made for smooth rides since on the first day this year, the average GCCS student got home 10 or 15 minutes late.
And the old saying when they say on the news, you know, 10 o'clock, do you know where your kid's at? They can look up at their app and see where their kid's at all times.
Friday, JCPS gets a second go at that first day, putting changes to the test. And JCPS tells us T-Mobile will be handling the software involved with tracking the buses, and Edulog, the company we mentioned, will be handling the app itself. In the studio, Grace McKenna, WHAS 11 on your side.